This is outrageous. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare you to. I can't prepare you for it. I mean, these are school kids, and on a field trip, they took a trip to a mosque, to where the children are bowing to Allah, to the Islamic God. And as the parents and teachers all allow this and the children laugh, they have absolutely no idea what they're subjecting themselves to. This is absurd, and it took place in Australia. I don't know if this is going on in the U.S. At all. But as you can see, I mean, they are bowing, submitting to the deity of Islam. If anybody doesn't find a problem with that, let me read this. These are from agnostics as well. Stop the Islamist, man, I'm sorry, this is so frustrating. Stop the Islamization of our nation. And the very reality that people in Australia actually have to send a letter to teachers, to schools, to exclude their child from visiting mosques and Islamic studies. That is absurd. I mean, look at this. Are you joking? Wow. To the head teacher of blank, we are sending this letter to you as we wish for our child of class to no longer be taught anything in relation to the Islam religion. We have many reasons for this, which we will list below, including viable alternatives we are happy for them to be taught. The main reason for our decision is we are a family of pragmatic agnostics, of the view that there is no proof of either the existence or non-existence of any deity. Now, hang on, I need to say something really quick. I do not support the views that they are stating. I'm only reading it, so just leave that there. But since any deity that may exist appears unconcerned for the universe or the welfare of its inhabitants, the question is largely pointless. The teaching of any religion is in direct conflict with our views. However, as we live in a Christian country, we do lean more towards theism than atheism and participate in religious events such as Christmas and Easter. And as Christianity is strongly linked to the culture of Australia, we as proud nationals do not object our child to being taught the importance of these. It is for these same reasons we are not happy with our child being taught one other world faith. However, we have been happy to accept the benefits to our child in terms of developing understanding, tolerance, and morality. So first of all, let me state something real quick. They make the mass majority of individuals lean towards atheism, and then they just kind of throw in there and indoctrinate with Islam. Got it. We are of the opinion that the Islam religion does not teach understanding, does not teach tolerance, and does not teach morality, and therefore is not something we want our child to be studying in any capacity. Islam does not teach understanding when the Quran has at least 36 verses telling Muslims to fight against non-Muslims and about 500 verses that speak of their place in hell. An example of this would be Quran, chapter 22, verses 19 through 21. I don't know if that's what you call it or not. But as for those who disbelieve, garments of fire will be cut out for them. Boiling fluid will be poured down on their heads, whereby that which is in their bellies and their skins too will be melted. And for them are hooked rods of iron, or even Quran. Chapter 4, verses 5 through 6. Those who disbelieve are revelations. We shall expose them to the fire. As often as their skins are consumed, we shall exchange them for fresh skins, that they may taste the torment low. Allah is ever mighty wise. This isn't teaching understanding. I could also quote passages from within the Quran that actually encourage spousal abuse or to kill homosexuals. Needless to say, they are not very tolerant and in some cases highly offensive. There are roughly 19 major world religions, which are subdivided into a total of around 270 large religious groups. And none of those concern us as parents. None of those concern them as parents, other than Islam. Wow, that says something, especially when its verses are apparently so open to interpretation that Australian Forces personnel could get beheaded on the streets of Australia in the name of this religion. It is our opinion that our values, culture, and heritage are being slowly eroded by needlessly going over the top to accommodate Islam for fear of being called racist, should you dare question it. And we now intend to stop it at source, at least where our family is concerned. Needless to say, some uneducated people will view our opinions and beliefs as racist. Maybe our children could be taught the difference between an ideology and a race, as speaking against it is not racist in the same way of speaking against Scientology is not racist. In summary, we would rather our child be taught any of these other world religions over Islam, and these are our instructions to you. Now, of course, the letter goes on. This is in the USA. To the head teacher of, we are sending this letter to you as we wish for our child of class to no longer be taught anything in relation to Islam. We have many reasons for this, which we will list below, including viable alternatives we are happy for them to be taught. Now, of course, it says mainly the same thing, but it's just interesting because I'm pretty positive you would never see an Islamic person's or an Islamic family's son or daughter going to a church to pray or a synagogue because they wouldn't tolerate it. But Christians are just supposed to roll over and shut up and take it. This is unacceptable. Islam is a horrendous, murderous religion. It is not a religion of peace. And it is not the way to God. Jesus Christ is the way to God. You better watch out who you bow your head to. This is insanity. I don't know. I do need to apologize because I actually do not know if this was in the US or in Australia because there is no sound in the video, which means that they're actually playing most likely prayer music and things in the background. And these kids are actually being indoctrinated into Islam. This has to stop. It has to stop. Because before we all know it, there will be beheadings in the streets. Oh, wait, there already is. Check out Europe. Many different women in the streets of Australia and America will be getting raped in the streets. Oh, just check out Europe for that fact. Islam is not a religion of peace. They've come to kill, steal, and destroy. Just look at Europe. That's all I got for you. God bless and carry on.